causal effects. So we can look at on average what happens to women, but what we, that really mixes up what, types of people are willing to go part-time, what types of people are willing to step out, and what types of people go full steam ahead. There was a really nice paper that I saw where what they did was actually looked at how long it took people to get pregnant, and was looking at sort of how much career experience had they had before they had a baby, based on this phenomenon, which is still the fact that we can't perfectly plan our pregnancies, and really saw that just the act of being able to just having your pregnancy delayed led to big gains in your wages looking 20 or 30 years later. And that effect would put it all together. That would put us together, the people stepping out as well as the people going part-time.
Meaning that the older you were when you had your child, the better you did wage-wise?
Yeah, the better, because basically when you have your kid, the higher you are on sort of that wage curve, as you're getting these gains in your wage from more and more experience, the higher you are on that when you have your first kid, the higher you're likely to rise.
So I just wanted to add something, which is, surely it depends. It varies a lot across occupations. So you're talking about, rather than stepping out, powering down for a little bit, and the way we organize different occupations. I'm told you can't be a law partner unless you're working 100 hours a week, and surgery, knife before wife, you can't be a surgeon unless you're always on call. But somehow vets can do it, and somehow obstetricians can do it. And I'm not quite sure I understand what it is that flips these occupations, but if you look at how obstetrics is organized, it shows that a lot of occupations where we previously thought you had to be 100% on 100% of the time, just turns out that's just not true. And we can reorganize work in a way that allows people to be part-time or work family-friendly hours, things like that.
Yeah, I should say, I was thinking about that. There's work by Claudia Golden and Marianne Bertrand, and they look at occupations, and women do tend to gravitate towards occupations where the hit from either taking time out or just reducing your hours is much lower on your wages. So I think for a lot of people used to think that veterinary medicine has become almost 100% women because animals are cute and fuzzy, and it's no longer about cows, it's about cats. But actually, it's because you can work at 80% and you get 80% of the wages, whereas in lots of occupations, you go to 80% and you are lucky to get 30% of the wages.
And because emergency facilities are now standalone. So if you're going to be doing vet work in the middle of the night, it's going to be a different facility, and you're not necessarily. More questions? Yes, right there on the aisle in the blue plaid shirt. Sorry. It doesn't actually seem to be working.
Pretty much whenever I hear people talk about these kind of things, we talk about them, empirically as these are the trends, and this is where we're going, and this is how we can deal with it if these trends continue in that manner. But I never really hear things taken from, I guess, for lack of a better term, somewhat of a more, moral perspective. As far as like when you were talking about, markets that in the home that are no longer necessary, those markets are being filled by someone, and I was just wondering. Can you hear me now? All right.
Yeah.
Cool. What those types of trends have for the overall, egalitarian nature of society, and globally, like. A lot of these things are now being made in China, in like a Foxconn, factory, in a Bangladeshi factory that, just collapsed a couple days ago. So it's like, here in America and in our interpersonal relationships, we may be benefiting from this more egalitarian spirit of interpersonal connections, but what are the broader social, egalitarian, implications of, the rise of